No, it's Max from the library.
Oh.
Who works here?
No, it's just one.
Probably just are for the event. Use Office 1, like Office 1.
Oh, but anyone can
Preview
go to that
Office.
one.
Fuck, who gives it?
Okay.
But he uses this anyways. Come on, when's the last time you seen a fucking business come in here and use a fucking office? Never. This office is fucking nice. My chat is so fucking annoying, dude. Love you guys, but goddamn.
You realize how small the table is when you have so many people.
I remember how we used to work out at this fucking table and it used to seem just massive? Look how small it feels now. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Now we could either do something about it right now or sit on this till Monday. What do you guys think?
I mean, I'm down to have a conversation with her today. I think it is. I mean, if you don't want to do that and you want to just sit on it, I don't think anything's gonna change until Monday.
Things are probably gonna get worse by the time Monday comes around. Honestly.
Yeah, that is another thing. It's like it probably something that should be dealt with. It has been like 3 days already.
Yeah, give her a call. Tell her to come to preview Office 1. Then we'll just fucking deal with it.
All right. I think we all have different maybe opinions. I agree that she probably should be fired.
I think I play it by ear, or do I fire her?
Yeah.
Like, what do we do? Play it by ear? Or do we fire her?
Yeah, I think playing it by ear is good. Do you? If you remember kind of the things I told you about what she was saying and stuff, I think that would be good. Like, we talk to her, we don't fire her on the spot, but we can like talk about it afterwards at least.
Well, I definitely want you to kind of help lead the convo since you have all the notes and shit. And side note, Fifi, I really like you're embracing the HR role. This is amazing.
She's been great. She came up with like a lot of HR like ideas after. So we had a meeting yesterday, and Fifi has a lot planned. Like it's actually amazing. Yeah. She's been very proactive. Yeah.
We're like the fucking here. Let's get back on track here. You help me lead the convo, Fifi. You got the notes. You know exactly what happened. And then I'll do the asshole parts.
Hey, can you meet us at Service Center? Me and Lang and Eve. Little meeting. We are in preview office 1. The elevator.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yes. All right, see you soon. Bye. This is the thing. She tends to be very nice. So try not to fall for it, okay?
Come on, what do you take me as, a softie? I don't fall for shit.
Okay.
I don't even fall for Eve's bullshit.
Huh? What happened?
Eve's bullshit.
Yeah, when Eve tries to bullshit me by being nice, I see right through it.
I'm always nice.
Which is not a good thing.
I'm nice and evil at the same time.
I'm sorry, I'm so used to Marlo falling for it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Marlo falls for everything.
Me and Nancy quit storefronts yesterday.
Oh gee. Oh, let's talk about that in a second. I just gotta pee real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep.
I gotta pee. I chug the fuck out of that green juice. I pee in the shower. Be right back. Pee exclusively in the shower. I mean, everybody pees in the shower. If you don't pee in the shower, you're just a liar, honestly. Ugh. Well, let's talk about that after this, Eve. But me and Tim have been working on some legislation over the weekend. And one is essentially creating a department that oversees, inspects, fines, and shuts down storefronts. That we're trying to create. I think that'll be good. We just fuck over an entire shit show.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it from the mayor's department, but like I said, me and Nancy are we just feel like grunts workers, you know. I don't know, we just feel like we're just essentially being used to take all the phone calls every single day.
Hello?
And our opinions are asked. Like,
no, it's should
these people get a storefront?
Number 1?
And we're like, no.
Yeah.
You know, a weapons trafficker and a gun trafficker shouldn't get a storefront because he's just going to like gun traffic and weapon traffic. And then the next day it's overruled and this person is getting a storefront. So, yeah.
Oh, this shitty's such a shithole.
Literally just walked away. It's like, sorry, why even ask? And then you're expecting us to go and do that? Yeah. No, we
got a couple legislations we're about to lay down. That's I might be the most hated person in the city after this meeting.
Hello.
If I'm not already. Hey, what's up, Mila? Take a seat.
Hi.
Hi, Mila.
Hi, Eve.
So, how you been, Mila?
Oh, I've been just wonderful. Totally cool. Totally, holding it together. Absolutely.
You sure?
Yep, totally not checking into Parsons soon.
Okay, well, as you can see, I texted you a couple of days ago because I wanted to speak to you.
Yeah. I texted you back and then I saw you, but I think you were busy. It was like later in the day.
Yeah, I'm usually in chill mode that late, but I wanted to speak to you about auto shares and all that, but then a bunch of stuff just came up that I want to run by you.
Yep.
Are you aware of what happened to Marlo involving, Guy Jones and, GPS trackers that may or may not have been stolen or taken from the management stash that only certain people have access to at autos?
Yes, I am aware of everything. And if I could... Hold on. Apparently there's cops on a party bus. Yeah, if I could explain that.
Of course, I mean, that's why you're here.
Or not, but yeah. So I'll tell you from my point of things what I know and what I was aware of.
Okay.
Obviously, we have talked to NBC. Well, James had talked to about like the troubles he's in and what he's been, what's been going on, because we've been kind of distanced, kind of figuring things out for ourselves. And this was, I want to say, like a day or two after me and you talked. And then we told them like, this is business affairs, so we're handling it appropriately. I don't know what James, I think, went into their shit. I went into my own shit. I said I want James not being around. I want to get higher in the company, and that's my plan for the future. And then he can do whatever the frick he wants. So we told him that. I guess the day that it happened, me and Marlo actually had a really nice chat about everything, all my issues or all my questions about how, what I've been feeling about him. And we sorted things out. Fiona was there afterwards. We talked a little bit. I got a text from Guy Jones saying saying, I need you to get them away from the car. And I didn't even know. I didn't talk to him that day, so I don't know what the hell he was doing. Honestly, I thought he was going to plant a bomb or something. So I told him I texted him, don't do anything. And then he said again, I need you to get them away from the car. And I said, nothing. I stayed with Fiona and Marlo until they left. I didn't move from the spot or anything. I didn't want to, put in danger even the car or anything, because I know that it would be really bad and I didn't want him to do anything. So then we split up, we left. I called Guy Jones right away and I told him, what the hell are you doing? He's like, I wanted to put a tracker on their car. I was like, why? What's the point? He's like, well, I want to see Marlo actually like do something like embezzle. I'm like, what are you gonna see him go in the woods and fucking bury a treasure chest? Like, how's that gonna even do anything? He's like, Mila, I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm like, no, we literally I explained to him that we had a really nice chat, that me and Marlo are good and we're sorting things out. I'm feeling much better about things, and for him not to do anything. I was like, if you do want to freaking help, James only has $1.6 million left on the loan payments. If he can, go ahead to bank, do what he does with his, with the boys and everything, and then send me whatever you guys got and I will pay you, or James will pay you, whatever. But that's how you can help. And then I sent him my state ID. And he said, okay, Mila. And then he hung up. It seemed like OG was a little bit mad, but it is what it is. Then after the talk with Marlo, I went to sleep and I woke up later on to make more coffee for the shop. I was talking to Max, and then Guy Jones was like blowing up my phone. And we went to go talk. He explained the situation with Marlo. He explained that what he did, I was, at that point, I knew things weren't good for me. So, it is what it is. I don't expect you guys to believe me, but I had nothing to do with it. And sometimes cars just, sometimes shit just happens like that. And I felt really bad for Marlo getting hurt in this. This is not a physical thing. But Guy Jones, and the thing is, no other NBC members had anything to do with it. It's Guy Jones doing Guy Jones things, and mostly probably for his own, care. And
yeah, I mean, Guy Jones is the crackhead moron, with all due respect.
I don't disagree, Mr. Lang.
I mean, obviously, Marlo did get shot in the whole process. The thing is, Mila, like I said, I was going to have a meeting with you when I texted you that day. Was to give you equal shares in the company of autos, because I do feel it's undeniable, you deserve it. Undeniable that you are the heart and soul of that place. But now things have just gotten really, really messy.
Yeah.
You got NBC guys getting involved. You got James Arsenal running his fucking mouth, saying some dumb shit to people, not taking responsibility or accountability for the things he's done. Got him, taking the whole angle of, well, if this person can do it, why can't I do it? It's just things are getting way more messy, instead of people just being like, okay, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I understand being fired. Let's move forward. We give you shares. We make sure the situation doesn't happen again. Let's move forward. But now it's turning into this giant, like, chaotic spiderweb of shit. And I just don't know why.
Yeah, no, I completely see where your point of view is, and you don't want to deal with that shit. Cerberus was never, or was always a no-nonsense business, and I understand that, and that's why I kind of, came to terms of what it is. So I understand that you don't want to do that anymore. They fucked it up.
Well, I'm not saying that's off the table, Mila. I think you are a great person. I think you are a fantastic worker. You're a fantastic boss. There's a reason why we brought you onto Cerberus. The qualities you have are very hard to find in the city, especially when it comes to running a business the way you run it. I just want to I'm just trying to figure out why things had to get so messy and if we can prevent this from ever happening again. And I need to believe that that is possible.
So, pretty much after that happened, I, kind of went in the darkness, in the sad farming mode, and I was like, all right, well, thanks. I told Guy Jones that thank you. I understand that you did it because you care about me and James, and you did what you could do. Obviously, Guy Jones is not a business-minded person. As far as like business tactics, he has great ideas, but tactics, no. I told him that that's it. This is probably going to be it for me. And he felt really bad. And I feel like he had realized that his intentions, he told me it wasn't ever to hurt anyone. It was literally to see if there's anything that could be, I don't know, shown to be on like James's side. Like, hey, even though I don't understand, like I told you, I don't understand what he could have found trailing someone, but in his mind, he thought maybe something obvious was going to happen, and he would be able to, I guess, say that James wasn't all bad, and it wasn't just him, and blah blah blah. He wasn't doing it. I don't think he was doing it for me, because, well, I'm not fighting you guys. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing against you guys. Like, James may feel hurt by Marlo because Marlo was like literally his best friend, or James was his right-hand man. They worked closer together since day one, and he felt hurt by, all that. I had my own things with Marlo, but we resolved them literally before this all happened, and I explained that to him. So I don't think it was like because of me. And I told them, no matter what happens from this, you're not going to go do anything else. Like, this is a business only thing. They've always left me alone when it comes to business things. They have literally never meddled. The reason why I still have a clean record and never had to get my hands dirty with
as a weak man, like, Fifi, speak up. Vast RSU are so cringe.
That's why I love them too, because they don't want me to pick one life or the other. They like me for who I am. So they understand that this is my life. Autos is my life. Business is my life. I'm part of Cerberus, just like I'm part of them.
That's fine. Do you feel like you told NBC, you or James told NBC any kind of negative things about Cerberus that may have led him to?
It wasn't Cerberus. It was, listen, Diamond Hand had nothing to do with Cerberus for the longest time. So I don't think there's anything literally that Cerberus has done except for just Marlo and Marlo himself in this situation. And it wasn't even, James understood and understands that he fucked up and there's no reversing that back. However, I think it's more so like how Marlo treated him, which I understand, because Marlo can be sometimes very straightforward and not very friendly when he's mad, right? So I think he was just hurt at Marlo, not at Cerberus. There was nothing to do. This was nothing to do with Cerberus.
Do you think there's any particular reason why Guy Jones thinks that you're treated like shit?
By who?
Either Marlo or Cerberus.
Okay, well, I'm never ever told anyone that I've been treated like shit by Cerberus. I told Guy Jones that when I had an issue with Max, I wasn't gonna bring it up to the highest people anymore, because I've done that before, and it's just putting more shit on the table that I don't need to put. So I went to Marlo, since Marlo's always been there for me, just like with James. But I vented to Marlo, and he said, pipe down, do your job, you're replaceable. That's pretty much what he told me. And for a week straight after that, it kept like brewing in my head, and I felt like shit, and I felt completely like nothing.
I could definitely see Marlo saying that. I think Marlo actually told us he said that.
Everything stemmed from that. And then that's why when we talked Marlo actually explained to me, like, shit, I know that I didn't realize how bad it sounded, but that's not what I meant. And then we hashed it out. So,
okay, I have another question. If you and Marlo have such a close personal relationship, why didn't you tell him he was being tracked by a gang?
Because he wasn't going to. Because first of all, I didn't know beforehand, and second of all, I told him to stop. I didn't want to bring NBC. I didn't want to bring anybody from the outside.
That doesn't answer my question. Why didn't you tell Marlo specifically that he was being tracked? Why wouldn't you have warned him if you guys are so close and confined to each other so much?
Because he wasn't being tracked. I don't know if I said it in a different language.
Oh, now they're gonna start arguing. Oh my god, this is what I want to avoid.
In my mind, I literally told him to stop. And he wasn't being tracked before because I don't know if these texts say anything, but he was trying to do it at the point of me and Marlo talking. So he wasn't tracking him beforehand. He wanted to track him during, and I told him, don't do it. And then I literally called him and told him, stay away. I didn't want to tell him because I didn't want it to be a whole drama thing, right?
Well,
that, you did it, yeah, but like all this part is like just kind of irrelevant. Obviously,
I thought
it's irrelevant to know because you're never gonna know the true story.
So do you know where exactly they got the tracker from? Was it from
the
auto stash? Because
like, you're just never gonna know.
Tracker missing from that stash, and it also had Marlo's ID on it.
The important part is why did it get to this point? That's the important part.
Or 7 number trackers, 7 number whatever display thing. It was number 7. That's the one I had.
Okay.
The number 1, he had 2 trackers he bought from someone, and I will only tell Mr. Lang who he got it from. I'm not telling.
Oh, I already know. It's fine.
Other people's business.
Yeah, I already know.
So not for me, right?
Well, not from you, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Phoebe, continue if you had more questions.
Oh yeah, do you know, or do you have any kind of insight as to what James has been saying to NBC, or have you been too distant from him?
James and me have been distant. We just had the one talk all together, the one time, and he literally just said what he'd done, and he also said that like Marlo didn't give him the week that he first said that he was gonna, and then he didn't give him the until Monday, and that he was literally trying to push it. So he was literally trying to like escalate the issue as fast as possible without giving James a chance. James didn't run off with the money. He paid it off. And I guess the mistrust there, he didn't understand, and he just felt betrayed completely.
Yeah, I think that's everything I have right now.
All right, Mila, just so you're aware, Fifi is HR. That's why she's asking questions.
Yeah.
And it's kind of taking notes of everything, so we can kind of keep track of all the shit that's been going down. To be honest, I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I think James and NBC are doing nothing but dragging you down. I know that you probably have some frustrations, some things that you will probably want to feel more appreciated. Obviously, having shares in autos, all these things. But these are all the things that we could have talked about and resolved. But these people around you are painting it to be this giant, dramatic fucking fiasco that it doesn't need to be, and doing crazy shit to try to prove a point when me, you, and whoever else could have just, spoken to each other, right? I don't think, obviously we'll never know the full truth. People are always going to say their own version of stories and whatnot. But I think it's obvious that, I know they're your friends and shit, and I get that. But there's a reason why I don't even mix my business with any of my closest friends. People like Tony, Mickey, Ray. I mean, you don't even see them hang out with me most of these days, especially when I do business, for this very reason. Because it's a very different type of mentality you need to have for the shit that we do. And I think these people getting in your head is only for their self-interest because they're the ones getting fucked here, right? And obviously, you know, by extension, you might feel like you're getting fucked as well because they're your friends, and obviously you and James were engaged or whatever. But it's also important to think about you, because at the end of the day, you know, with all due respect, Guy Jones is going to go back to being a crackhead and doing crackhead shit with his gang. James Arsenal, God knows what the fuck he's going to do, but I'm sure he'll find something else to do. The person that ends up getting fucked over in all this is you, because you adore and love and are the heart and soul of Otto's Otto. And there is no denying that. At the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, do you really think they're going to care if you get fired over their actions? They might care for a day or two, but, you know, months from now, weeks from now. When you're, you know, fired or removed from a company that you've built, blood, sweat, and tears from the ground up, are they going to be there to care about that?
No, 100%. I completely agree with. That's why we have kept them away for everything we do. We haven't told them pretty much any of the business aspects of what we do. I think this is more so. Also, I just want to say that I'm friends with James, but this whole thing is his and his fight with Marlo, with Diamond, whatever he did, I'm not at all in it. I don't care. He's lost his job, 2 jobs, and that's on him, and I'm not even. I've already started rebuilding things without him at Autos, and I've made plans already because, you know, like you said, I have to think about myself and I have to think about surviving, and most importantly, I'm thinking about the people at my shop that are still there. So their whole thing is them. I think if it was just me, sorry, Fiona, I think if it was just me, I don't think Guy Jones would have just done it. Anything. Just for me. Because the way that I explain things is I'm sorting it and everything is good. I think this was more so like a Marlo James thing.
So do you have any future investments or job opportunities lined up?
Lined up? I wouldn't say lined up, but I have a lot of friends that had reached out that wanted to get me and James both to other companies. They've offered me a lot of things. I haven't taken any of them things. I said that Autos is literally my number one in my life, and
so until I'm sorry to keep interjecting. You just keep explaining how much you care about Autos. So why is it that you are planning to leave Autos if you're not given shares of the company? If you care about your employees so much.
We gotta play the cards here, girl. She's showing the whole hand right now. I don't know if this is the right move, bro.
Because I have to think about myself as well sometimes, and I've been feeling like I've been putting in all this work, and I need to feel like I have a say. And what like Marlo has told me that I'm not like that. I pretty much should pipe down and shut up and just do my work. I felt completely like, yeah, I'm working for my friends and my staff and for the people in the city to create a social place where everybody can go and hang out and have a really good vibes. But at the end of the day, if I'm miserable, if I feel like I'm just there to be a mechanic, to just do paperwork, hire, raise everybody's morale, it's not making me happy.
So what do you think would change if you got shares of the company?
I want to be thought as a business partner and not some underling. I want people to be like, hey,
Chava, she has every right to say that, unlike a lot of people. Unlike most people who would say what Mila is saying right now, she actually has every right to say that.
We're going to be making changes. What do you think? And even if I say, I don't like it, it could still happen. It doesn't matter. But I just want to be involved in things and not just have somebody that doesn't work there day to day just come in and pretty much do whatever they want to do at any time. I just want to be respected.
I agree that before the drama. Yeah, but sometimes you got to rise above. Like, this is actually all just obviously NRP petty drama that Lang doesn't really give a shit about. Yeah, Marlo got shot. Like, if it was anybody else that got shot, Lang might care more, but it was Marlo and like Lang. Sorry, what was that? What'd you say, Phoebe?
So back to you.
Oh, I don't disagree with what you said, Mila. I think if it was anybody else, I'd be losing my fucking mind. But I do see why you feel that way. You know, why you want those things. I do think, like I said, I wish none of this shit ever happened, because you can see, you know, for yourself in the text message when I texted you for the reason to bring you in as an equal partner to Otto's. But unfortunately, you know, I got wrapped up with some shit and I went to bed and I said, fuck it. I'll speak to her tomorrow. But then I got sick, so I've just been kind of chilling in bed and kind of battling through this sickness. And then, you know, woke up today and now we're here and a bunch of shit has happened, which, you know, it sucks because, you know, obviously what you wanted was the same thing I wanted, it seems, the more you talk. And I feel like we would have came to a good resolution. Obviously, there was going to be some contingencies on that. One, James Arsenal never works at Otto's Auto ever again. And then two, I don't think anybody in NBC should be employed at Otto's. And then, you know, those would have been my only contingencies into bringing you in as an equal partner and giving you the shares, which I do agree you do deserve. I can never deny that. And I won't deny that. I mean, you've built that company from the ground up, but there's just so much shit floating around now that I don't know how we work through this.
I completely understand your point of view, Mr. Lang. That's why I'm not here begging, crying, and saying that, hey, you know, this has nothing to do with me. It 100% did. People care about me. And that's what happened when you know, people that aren't smart care about you. They do.
I mean, I do agree. Things. My boys, they do the same shit. When they think, you know, they can take matters into their own hands, you know, they've tried it and they fucked me over tremendously for it, to the point where I've had to, you know, draw the line in the sand on, you know, my boys, you stay out of my fucking life when it comes to business. We do everything else together besides that. But like I said, I do think the people around you, you know, you might not feel this way, are dragging you down or are even enticing shit in your mind and to egg you on and doing shit you might regret.
I usually just follow what I want to do, even if people try to change my mind. But 100%, this is not a good look for me. What they have done. I wish I could have. I wish they listened, or I wish Guy Jones listened. But it happened, right? There's no turning. Just like I figured, like same with James. It happened, and there's no reasoning, you know, with it. From the business point of view. So I figured this is also the same type of situations. Like, that's why I said when it happened, I was just, you know, I was just like in shock and saying like, okay, well, this is it. This is what's done me. This is what did it. I completely respect your decision.
Well, just to clarify, no decision has been made yet. I think we're just talking and trying to, you know, wrap our head around the entire thing. Just so you know.
Yeah.
I think the best thing is just kind of chill. You know, take the weekend. We all chill. You know, whatever, and then maybe we reconvene on Monday and have another meeting and just kind of go from there. Well, we spend our time, you know, from our end, kind of dissecting things a bit more, and then you know, we can talk again on Monday. I think it's probably the best way to go about it. I don't think we do anything impulsive, anything rash, and we just kind of chill for the next couple of days. Get on this shit.
Yeah. Can I talk to you one-on-one, please?
Of course, yeah. We can just go speak over. You guys can. Dude, I love this office. Why don't we use this office more, chat? It's actually so badass. It's like some mafia shit.